Hey guys, if you know anything about Mrs. Zelenak, you know that I like to eat pizza every week. So when we're going to partition, we are going to partition pizzas. Manja manja. So let's take a look at these pizzas. If I wanted to represent one half, I know that I'm focusing on one piece out of a total of two pieces. So for this one, I can use the halfway trick and I can use the one less rule. Halfway means that I can partition or divide this pizza halfway. And the one less rule means that I look at the denominator, 2, and I know I only need to partition it one time to get two equal pieces. And notice that I labeled my fractions 1/2, 1/2. So my unit fraction has a 1 as the numerator, and I'm focusing on one piece out of two possible pieces. So remember, the halfway trick works with halves, fourths, and eighths. The denominator is an even number. Now, when I look at fourths, one easy way to partition this pizza, because it is a circle, is using a plus sign. So I won't have to use the one less rule for this one, but what I can use is the halfway trick. So I can go halfway like this, and now I have two equal pieces, and make my plus sign go halfway in this direction with a horizontal line. And then I can label all of my unit fractions 1/4, one piece out of 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So this would be 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. 4/4 is equal to 1 whole. When the numerator and denominator are the same, you have 1 whole. 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4. When you have a numerator that's half the denominator, that is a fraction that is equivalent or equal to 1/2. Now with 1/3, it's a little tricky because you can't use the halfway rule with 1/3. Notice that this is an odd number. If you tried that, watch what would happen. Halfway and then halfway again. And notice that Mrs. Zelenak gets all this pizza and Mrs. Franklin and Mrs. PG get, only these small sections. Although I love pizza, I want to share equally with my friends. So I don't want to partition it that way. And then if I were to partition it like I would for a rectangle, let's say, you can also see that this is more of a rectangle, but then these pieces are curved on the outside, and this middle piece has straight edges. So I feel like those pieces are not equal either. So circles in thirds is a special kind of partitioning. You can either partition it with using a Y, like this, and just make sure that your pieces look even. Notice this piece looks smaller, so it's kind of trial and error. And I noticed that it was smaller, so I'm going to bring down my line a little bit. Let me get that drawing tool going. And try to make it so that one doesn't look drastically larger or smaller than the other. So you can do a Y, and you see that I have one piece out of three possible pieces. Or you can do, a lot of people know the peace sign or the Mercedes-Benz emblem. So let's go ahead and partition our pizza in thirds again. So I'm going to draw a line going down, and this time I'm going to bring the lines out that way. So an upside down Y looks like a peace sign when you look at the whole picture, and make sure that one piece isn't drastically bigger than the other. So I would consider this 1/3, but let's say that you drew the peace sign and it looks like that. You can see that one piece is much larger than the other. So be careful when you're drawing, and know that it's trial and error. You just use your eraser tool and you try your best to make them partitioned in equal amounts. I hope that's helpful to you.